Hi, welcome back to Battery Bites. My name is Jordan.
I'm John.
And today we're going to be making some food off of videos we found online.
So, I'm going to make today's cheesesteak egg rolls. I saw these on few of our Instagram reels over last week, so I figured let's give it a try. It only took like 5 or 6 ingredients, so it's super quick and easy. Alright, so for the cheesesteak egg rolls, we got the egg roll, cheese, steak, your salt, pepper seasonings with some seasonal, eggs for an egg wash, and oil. So now I'm going to take you over to the kitchen and show you how we put it all together and roll up the egg rolls. Alright, so first I always like to do is I like to put some oil in. Do a little bit so you get a little covering over the pan, but not too much where the steak is like drowning in it. Then you want to leave the oil out because we'll be eating it later in the video for when we're actually frying the egg roll. I like to move it around. Then I just use my hands, put it throughout the whole bowl.
I have the same exact trash can.
The camera was really hard right. I'm ready for summer.
So you graduate May
3 weeks.
Okay.
Not counting or anything.
How did you feel about the presentation in today's class?
They were good.
Yeah.
It was definitely nice to actually hear from someone who actually does it professionally.
Yeah. It's cool that they both like do the podcast on the side while also having the job.
Yeah. One thing to keep in mind as you're cooking the meat, you don't want to overcook it because it will be a little cooked a little more when you're actually frying up the egg rolls. So you also want to do a healthy coating of seasoning. A healthy I mean a lot. No one likes a bland cheesesteak egg roll. Mix that all.
Bless you.
Thank you. What kind of questions you got?
So, out of all the videos you saw when scrolling, why did you choose this one?
I chose this one because my favorite appetizer ever is cheesesteak egg roll. Like if it is at a restaurant, I am getting it no matter what the price or time of day. And then I've always wanted to try this recipe out. So it always seems so easy and basic to do. And I was like, you know what, screw it.
Yeah.
Last episode, do a little bit of Instagram reel shopping while I'm at it. Best of all worlds.
So how long does it typically take to make?
I don't know, cheese takes like 10-15 minutes, and you gotta roll them up, which is probably the hardest part. And then once you're rolling them, it's like a minute each to fry them. Super simple and easy.
And then what events would you take these to? Like, if you were making them, what occasions would you list?
Honestly, good appetizer for any event. Then maybe just like Eagles tailgate or something. Bring them not made, and then most people have like big fryers, like my family does. So like we'll make a bunch of these and we'll drop them in a fryer. Then everyone will munch on them. You can really take them anywhere. They're easy to heat up too. If you want meal prep in the beginning of the week and then take them out, then heat them up later.
Nice. Cece's gonna do it, but I do know Maeve is leaning towards yes, but it depends on their schedule. So worst comes to worst, it'll be me, Joe, and Colin.
Oh, that's a pretty good crew.
Yeah, we'll be clean. That's what I really want.
I do want to talk about today the camera we use and all the behind the scenes stuff. So the camera we use and we'll attach it all below is the Canon R50, which is a good like vlogging / like photography, good middle entry level camera. Then the lens we use is a 24mm ultrasonic lens with an EF adapter on it. I use on my old Canon 8D camera, which I get to show you guys, which is a mirrored camera. So there's two different types of Canons. It's mirrored and mirrorless. So the new cameras are mirrorless. They're silent, faster shutter speed, and just better for everything else. Oopsie on the fire. And then for the mics, like shit. Oopsie. We use the DJI mini mic 2s. With the transmitter on the top, and then these with a magnet just attached to the back right here. Then they're great for like going and attaching to your phone and stuff. So I like for mine to have a lot of extra cheese and stuff in it. So I'll put cheese in the actual egg roll mix, and I'll also put it inside the cheesesteak now.
That's a good method.
All the cheese you can want. Ooh, get 'em.
What kind of cheese did you do?
I got American cheese. Fragments of the paper towel. Was my best moment. So I pull my cheese apart instead of just putting the full squares on, just so you can spread out easily across the meat.
Ever since I made an Indeed account, a handshake account, I keep getting random texts and emails about jobs.
No, but yeah, but you should Indeed. You should get a LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Honestly, you find better jobs in LinkedIn than.
I always feel weird because it's like I'm still in school and I haven't graduated, so I don't want to work full time. All of them say full time position. That looks really good.
You're just getting to the best part.
It's like I could just eat that. I'll be damn.
So now that this is done, I will leave it in the pan. I'll put it off to the side. And now we're going to switch over and we're going to start with the egg rolls.
Alright. Alright, you're good.
Alright, so the first thing you do is want to make the egg wash. You do 2 eggs. Like that. And then you want to do is add a little bit of water into it because the water helps make the eggs a little stick better to when you brush them onto the roll. So now you get the nice little consistency, which will be nice for when you put them onto the egg roll. And as we're doing this, again, that's all this ready, I'm going to start preheating the oil in the frying pan. So that way we can start frying them as we go. So you want to put enough oil so they are fully submerged as you are cooking them. We are trained professionals. I'm not looking at the packaging as I'm doing this. So you can do a nice little line of cheesesteak. I'll add a little more water. Not water, cheese. And so I like to fold it in half. And use the half slice to go across. Then you do 1 fold. 2 fold like this, and then you roll it. Damn it. What? My girlfriend made this look so easy. What the hell? Honestly, just leave all this in. It's kind of funny.
Arts and craft with food.
No, literally.
It's like a piece of mail.
Well, I need to wrap it all up. Alright, that one's not as bad. This is also a first time recipe for the viewers, so we're learning just as much as you guys are.
Yeah.
And recipes always don't look as easy as they do online.
They almost never do.
Even though we are trained professionals here at WCU Battery Bites, it doesn't mean we necessarily have done everything in the book. We're not Gordon Ramsay.
We are not.
It would be cool. Get him on the series. Do some taste testing.
I don't think that's in the budget.
Hey, tell them it's for charity or something.
Unless we got.
So as we're doing this, I figured out you want to put a little egg wash on every little piece you bend over. It helps form the egg roll. Oh my god! It's not warmed up yet.
I think they're coming out pretty nice.
Huh?
I think they're coming out pretty nice.
Thanks, I appreciate the...
Yeah, that one right there, that's a big boy.
It's a little thick.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Do a little, I'm gonna try a smaller one, see how it goes. No, props to my girlfriend for doing this first. This is way harder than she made it look.
We could have advertised the sous chef for this episode of Battery Bites.
What?
We could have added her as the sous chef for this episode of Battery Bites.
Oh, we should have.
We'd be done in 5 minutes.
We would have been done a long time ago. We'll ask our guest star if he smells like burning when he comes in.
He's gonna say no. That was an itty bitty baby fire.
Itty bitty baby fire could turn into a real fire very quick.
True. But if you're not setting stuff on fire, are you really in college and cooking? Like,
Yeah.
that's a part of the process. That's a nice clause you have on this whiteboard.
Huh?
I was just reading.
Oh, our chores clause?
Yeah. If it's not clean by Sunday, we'll buy roommates first round of beers.
That's like the most college clause ever.
Oh, fair is fair.
Alright, so now that, so you can get about 5 or so out of 1 pack of steak. Now, I probably made some a little too big, so you probably could have gotten more out of it. That's the whole point of the show. Trial and error.
If you're not failing, you're not trying.
And you also learn it's a lot harder to make egg rolls than everyone else makes it look. This one's not bad.
That one's probably the best one we've got.
Oh, thanks. It really means a lot, guys.
Oh, do you need I guess you'll need a mic for the taste test.
What did that, I mean, how was the thing across that?
Oh, it was fine. It was nothing. It was just them talking about their show. It was the guest speakers.
And then what time is the other presentation due?
Oh, at midnight tonight.
That's what I thought. Okay. Did anyone get to go yet or no?
No.
No.
This is like nice as fuck. Wait, so what cup should I use for the beer? Is that, are you being serious?
Yeah, that's serious. Alright, so for these egg rolls, you just want to dip them in until they're like golden brown.
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. How do you get it to do this?
There's a keg inside. Then there's compressed air.
I know, yeah. Okay. But the refrigerator part is sick.
I don't know, Logan bought it like that.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. I got to tell Eric. He's got to invest in one of these for his house.
The worst part was getting it up here.
This is just a closet.
It's our air conditioning.
Okay.
Yeah, then we have central air. You missed me set the paper towel on fire. You missed me set the paper towel on fire.
That is true.
Did you do it or did you do it?
I did.
It was John. So now we're here to taste test. We have our guests here today. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Tyler. I'm in their class. I asked if I could taste test, and I was finally able to. So I'm very excited for this.
And you're also making a show. What's your show gonna be about?
My show is a podcast. It's called 3D Gens Deep. It's me and my two classmates. We talk about sports, gambling, and sports gambling. Yeah, we release once a week. So check it out on YouTube. We're probably gonna start posting on Spotify and Apple Music as well.
All right, nice. So today we're gonna have you try some of John's cheesesteak egg rolls.
Okay.
You enjoy.
All right. That's why I wanted the knife. Whew. Oh my God, that is crispy.
You need some paper towels.
Not one that's on fire, preferably.
Yeah.
That
We got some napkins.
Insane. This is. Do you want one or?
Yeah, but I was gonna let you, try and describe, do what you gotta do.
Let me take another bite.
Yeah.
Because I just mind boggled. I wanted to get one with all steak there. That was it ground beef or just?
It's like the ribeye, like the cheesesteak, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's like the top tier bar food cheesesteak egg roll. I don't know if you guys know the area, or the restaurant McGurk's.
Mm-hmm.
You know McGurk's?
No, but I think I've heard of it.
Okay, so their cheesesteak egg rolls were number one. And now that I've had this,
Just beat them out.
it's definitely beat them out. I just love the breading too. The bread it's just so crunchy. It doesn't even need a good cheesesteak. Does not need any condiments. This is one of them. That is what I stand by. Yeah. They should put that on a pillow, or a shirt, or an apron.
Merch coming soon.
Put that on an apron.
All right, so thank you for watching Battery Bites. Thank you, Tyler, for coming and
you.
taste testing. And make sure to go check out his videos, the 3D Gen, going to talk about sports gambling. Bye.
Bye.
Just talking with Colin about auditions today.
Oh, okay. Like,
Colin straight.
okay.
Going out for tenors. We're playing with Chunky P.
Yeah, that's what we need. I don't know if Cece's gonna be there. Oh,
Oops.
I'll cut that part out. Might put that in the post credits. What was I gonna say? I don't know if just it would have really been the final episode of Battery Bites.
Welcome back to Kitchen Safety.
Could you say the video?
Safety 101. Do's and don'ts by John and Jordan. Don't set the paper towel on fire.